Well, you have modern examples of how fiction tackles autism spectrum disorder. You've got Freddie Highmore in the Good Doctor, and then you've got Big Bang Theory with the Sheldon Cooper character. Bazinga! Which, by the way, interestingly enough, and I hope we tackle this at some point, they never say he's got autism spectrum disorder, even though it clearly does.
Look, man, we don't have to spend any time on this because we actually should just do Big Bang. But from what you told me, he doesn't have autism because he has a bunch of friends. He's able to socialize. I know he's awkward, but he doesn't have an inability to socialize.
I'm glad you brought that up, because this is a really interesting thing about that social interaction issue, and this is where the spectrum comes into it.
Sure.
I would say the Sheldon Cooper character absolutely qualifies for autism spectrum disorder, because the really neat thing is that we are learning machines. We are learning creatures.
My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
People with autism spectrum disorder don't have the inherent ability to do social interactions. But we learn it somehow. People who don't have autism spectrum disorder learn it somehow. Learn it by pick it up when we're very, very young.
Right.
For some reason, folks with autism don't do that, but they can intentionally learn it.
Have the indigenous fauna accepted you as one of their own?
Sure, and he is constantly stepping over himself and failing socially.
People adapt.
Okay.
And in fact, the main treatment for autism spectrum disorder that now starts very young, called applied behavioral analysis, is a therapeutic approach that uses principles of learning and behavior to improve socially significant behaviors in folks with autism spectrum disorder. It breaks down the skills that we...
Did you just read that, or did you have that off the top of your head?
I'm never going to tell you.
Because I don't know how you could have had it like right there as if we were just going to start talking about it, but I'm like...
Hey, bro.
Josh got words, man. Josh got words.
I'm a learning machine. As we go on in this podcast business, I can figure this stuff out. But the point is, applied behavioral analysis, or ABA, breaks down social interactions into concrete blocks, teaches people with autism spectrum disorder how to do it, and then rewards them. It's a very intensive, very lengthy therapy, but it is evidence-based, and it works, and it helps to promote independence and enhancing quality of life, especially around these social interaction deficits.